joining us today, and look forward to the next 30 minutes or so to present some nice ideas for you. Being that it's February, through Life Foundation, it is the Insure Your Love month in honor of Valentine's Day, and have some nice campaign ideas and to share with you today with that inspiration of the Insure Your Love campaign brought to you by Life Happens. I'm also wanted to share some consumer trends, some technology to help you with your sales, and sales ideas that you can take out into the field and hopefully put into practice and make some sales. So without further ado, let's get into the meat of the presentation this morning. First off, we're going to go through some consumer trends, and we like to call these the good, the bad, and the ugly facts of life insurance. So let's look at a couple of those. 4 in 10 adults have no life insurance whatsoever. And 3 in 10 wish their spouse or partner had more life insurance. And 40% of women wish their spouse or partner had life insurance or more of it. So of 4 in 10 adults who have no life insurance, that's a pretty large number of opportunities out there, as well as for those who have life insurance, spouses and partners wish their loved ones had more of it. So where do they go? 1/3 of people haven't bought life insurance because they're unsure of how much or what type to buy. And then those with no life insurance think it's 3 times more expensive than it actually is. So what that tells me is we have a lot of uninsureds. I think we're at a 60-year low in life insurance sales right now through the LIMRA statistics. And 1/3 of people haven't bought life insurance because they don't know how much or what type to buy. So there's a lot of education as a insurance community that we have to do on the life insurance end to assist clients in making better decisions. And those with no life insurance obviously think it's a lot more expensive than it actually is. So this is a stat. You can expect to spend $241,080 to raise a child born in 2012. That's a picture of my daughter at Hershey Park this summer. This is my youngest. She just turned 3 today. It's her birthday, and she was born in 2012. So for any young families, or if you have clients that have young families, or you have clients who are, maybe you're in the senior market and you have clients with children who have grandchildren of this age, this is the amount a family can expect to spend on one child just born 3 short years ago. I have 3 kids, so it's a staggering amount to think of the amount of money it takes to raise a child today, and what you have to do to protect your family through life insurance. So it's a great stat to share with clients, and all of these little graphics are available, and we can make available through the lifehappens.org website. You can share these, and I'll show you how to do that later in the presentation. But staggering statistics. And these files here are from the LIMRA Life Insurance Barometer study from 2014, and these are the reasons for owning life insurance. The number one reason that clients are purchasing life insurance is to cover their burial and final expense needs. So at URL, if that's the only need the client needs from you as the agent, we have 13 carriers and companies that you can utilize for the final expense market here at URL that specifically specialize in that marketplace. The second reason is lost income. That's exactly for your young family, as I showed in the last slide of my daughter Addison. If I were to pass away, I need enough coverage for my income to help raise those kids for the next 15, 20 years, help pay off the mortgage, transfer wealth, and leave an inheritance, to pay for home health care expenses. Many of our life insurance products today, as I'll show you later, have those type of benefits, have benefits that will cover chronic illness need. In case your client becomes chronically ill and can't do 2 of 6 forms of daily activity, might go into a nursing home or need home health care. You can use that life insurance benefit and accelerate that life insurance benefit for those living benefit needs. Some companies will do it on a daily benefit on a long-term care rider. Others will be a chronic illness rider and do a monthly payout or even an annual payout. Supplement retirement income, obviously there's cash accumulating universal life, index universal life, participating whole life policies that can help supplement retirement income, to pay for estate taxes, or to create estate liquidity through survivorship universal life policies, single universal life, guaranteed universal life, or whole life policies. Tax advantage ways to save and invest. Again, those participating whole life or index universal life products. So those are some of the major reasons we're seeing that are out there that clients are using to purchase life insurance. What we all want to know are the financial priorities keeping consumers from buying some or more life insurance. And I thought this was a very interesting statistic. Here's the ages right here. So you have under age 25 all the way to 65 plus. Required cost of living expenses, this is to be expected, right? Mortgage, groceries, electric bill, your utilities. So 69%, that's the biggest one right here. And that's across the board. Every age, from under 25 to above 65. But the additional need here, additional living needs, this is the one that has obviously grown and ballooned over the last 15 or so years. I look back 15, 16 years ago, I didn't have a cell phone. That was something kind of new coming out, not something that everyone had. Cell phone was not something I had. You didn't have internet. You had a cable bill, a telephone bill, but the number 2 additional expenses from keeping consumers from buying more life insurance is internet, cable, and cell phone. And again, if you look at it, it's not just the Generation X's, Generation Y, millennials. It is across the board. It is ages 25, under 25, 25 to 44, 45 to 64, and 65 plus. These are some major expenses that families and people have today that they didn't have 15 years ago for reasons that are keeping them from purchasing life insurance. So we have to be creative in what we do. It could be as far as take out that cable bill, that communication bill, cable, cell phone, internet. What are they spending on that? Can we find a way to reduce that cost to help them free up some additional income to help them with their financial needs? So very intriguing statistic. And number 3, credit cards, other loans, and then number 4, building a savings account or emergency fund, saving for retirement, healthcare expenses. These are things that we can assist with a life insurance product. So some of the obstacles from keeping consumers from buying life insurance can turn into an opportunity for them to purchase more life insurance, to pay for college, to build savings, to save for retirement, for healthcare expenses. Again, things we can maybe find some solutions when we really dig into our clients' needs. And then this last graphic here is pretty interesting. This is the median estimated yearly cost for a $250,000 term policy. So this graphic is essentially what consumers think life insurance costs. Now, as you can see, for this 20-year term, $250,000 for a healthy 30-year-old, the cost is $150 a year. And this is what people are overestimating that cost by. All consumers, they think it's about $400. Consumers under 25, they think it's $1,000 for a $250,000 term policy. 25 and older, they're thinking $400, right on the average. and consumers with life insurance think it's about $400, and consumers without life insurance think it's a little bit higher, it's $500. So again, we're seeing a general lack of knowledge of the products and services we are out there trying to assist our clients with. And education, again, is going to be key when talking to your clients about life insurance, educating them on the type of products out there and services that we have and the cost as well. So let's look at some solutions to help some clients and help our clients with life insurance. Policy review, or what I like to call a life checkup, and add-on sales, is a great opportunity. This time of year, at the beginning of the year in the first quarter, is a great time to reach out to your clients and just say hello and give them the opportunity to do a policy review. We have simple scripts to help on the policy review that we can provide everyone on this call. Help you evaluate existing coverage, target new needs with life insurance events through a policy review. If you go out and sit down with some clients you haven't sat down with in years, there might be a marriage, a divorce, children when they didn't have children, a new job, college to pay for, retirement, changing life events, target health or lifestyle changes. Maybe somebody quit smoking in the last 3 or 4 years. Maybe they lost some weight, some changes. Maybe changes for the worse. Maybe, they have some health concerns they didn't have before. They're in a 10-year term. They're 8 years in, and we need to convert the coverage now. There's things, if we're not doing a regular routine review of the policy, we can miss for our clients, and we certainly don't want to do that. We can review new product offerings. The living benefits is a very trending benefit on life insurance. That could be a critical illness living benefit, chronic illness or terminal illness living benefit, member benefits on some products. And we can find some solutions by adding on, possibly replacing existing coverage, reducing or staying the course with their existing coverage. So the shiny new car, life insurance that pays you when you live, not just when you die. Living benefits on life insurance has been the biggest trend we've been seeing especially in the term and permanent markets. It has been something that clients are responding very well to, and a tremendous opportunity to get out there and talk to your clients about the new life insurance products available with living benefits. So what are living benefits? The terminal illness living benefit is probably the most recognized. That's been on policies for a number of years. It is if your client is going to have a 12 or 24 month, if they're going to die within the next 12 to 24 months, depending on the definition per company, that's a terminal illness benefit. Some companies will accelerate 50% of the life insurance benefit up to a maximum of $250,000, $500,000, $750,000. Others will accelerate 75% of the death benefit. It just depends on the carrier and what their definition is and how much they'll accelerate. Critical illness living benefits are benefits for critical illnesses. Critical illnesses are things like cancer, stroke, heart attack, ALS, blindness, paralysis. Depending on the company, some critical illness benefits are more robust than others. But again, it's generally the big three: heart attack, stroke, cancer, and major organ transplant, and some other critical illnesses. And clients can utilize the critical illness acceleration on their life insurance benefit, which can possibly help them save their home and not, if they have a major health event like cancer or stroke or heart attack and they can't work for a while, it'll maybe help them pay those additional medical bills, pay the bills while they're not working. So tremendous living benefits on the policies. Chronic illness. If your client cannot perform 2 of 6 forms of daily activity or are severely cognitively impaired, they can accelerate their life insurance benefit for a chronic illness need. Chronic illness needs, home health care, nursing care, things of that nature. It's similar to long-term care. I generally like to call it a Band-Aid to long-term care. It's not going to replace long-term care insurance, but it will provide a nice benefit for chronic illness needs. And then we do have long-term care riders on a number of life products that will pay a long-term care benefit that pulls from the life insurance death benefit. And then another living benefit on some is a nursing home acceleration. So it's not quite as liberal as a chronic illness rider, but the companies that have a nursing home acceleration, if your client has to go into a nursing home, they can accelerate a large portion of their life insurance benefit to help with some of those costs. So just to name a few who have some of these benefits, American National, Assurity, Cincinnati Life, Foresters, Genworth, John Hancock, Lincoln National, North American, Protective Life, Prudential, Transamerica, and United of Omaha. More have them in our portfolio. That's a great list of a number of carriers that fits many different needs for clients, from lower face amounts to higher face amounts. So we have a very strong portfolio of carriers that have a number of living benefits on the life insurance policies. So start a policy review campaign. It's, again, the Insure Your Love month. It's a great opportunity to get out there in the first quarter of the year. Maybe send out a policy review letter or a postcard. We have both. And start picking up the phone after you do a mailing and reach out to your clients on a policy review campaign. So, with that, again, we have some simple scripts, something as simple as Mr. and Mrs. Client, as part of my services to you as either your life insurance producer, maybe you do health insurance for your clients, property and casualty or other types of insurance for them. Part of my services as your ex-client, ex-agent, is to provide you complimentary checkups of your existing life insurance. This is not unlike a routine checkup with your doctor, dentist, or even an oil change for your car. However, this service that I provide is not painful, and best of yet, it's complimentary and free. Life checkups include simple things like checking your beneficiaries and seeing if the amount and type of life insurance you have is still the best life insurance for you and your family. With a simple checkup, I can possibly give you more comprehensive life insurance coverage with living benefits. We have reviewed some clients' policies and been able not only to provide better coverage, but lower some premiums. When is a good time I can help you with a life insurance checkup? I will only need a couple minutes of your time to get started. Remember, this review is complimentary. So very simple script. Gets you a nice opportunity in the door to, again, meet with your clients and solidify that relationship. So a nice simple sales idea when you get in the door is if they have very good coverage you provided them, or maybe another agent provided them some excellent coverage for permanent insurance, or maybe 20 or 30-year term that's providing a majority of their need. This is just for an extra $25 a month. Just get a sale. You're in the door. You don't want to leave with nothing. Here's an opportunity to get them some additional coverage. For an extra $25 a month, we have Foresters, A-rated company, 140-year-old company. They can provide simplified non-medical term life insurance or permanent life insurance. That could be UL or even a participating whole life for 20, 25, or 30 years on the term, or again, the whole life or the UL. Their life insurance will have a chronic illness, critical illness, and terminal illness living benefit on there. And your clients will get member benefits. Now, these member benefits include an orphan child benefit. So, again, going back to the picture of my 3-year-old, think of a young family that might be your client. My wife and I are in our late 30s, 3 young kids, 7, 5, and 3. Think of a family like ours. They may have life insurance. but this extra $25 a month will go a long way with a policy like Forrester's. So myself, Steve, and my wife, Julie, Steve and Julie, this policy is an extra $25 a month. It's going to provide whatever that covers for 20, 25, or 30 years, X amount of additional life insurance for your family and your 3 kids. If you become chronically ill, critically ill, or terminally ill, you can accept your life insurance benefit up to 95% of that for one of those illnesses. We also provide member benefits for you and your family. So Steve and Julie, if you go out on Valentine's Day and go out to dinner this Saturday evening, and God forbid you were hit by a car and you didn't make it, your children's guardians will receive $900 a month per child to help raise your kids till they reach age 18. It's an extra $2,700 a month to help raise your kids for the guardians of your children. Your children will also each receive a $6,000 a year scholarship, renewable for 4 years if you both pass away. And your kids can also take advantage of the competitive college scholarship benefit, which would give them an additional $2,000 a year college scholarship renewable for 4 years. There's other member benefits like Legal Link, which gives you free and discounted legal services. Forrester's, as a fraternal life insurance company, also has member appreciation days. They've taken families to amusement parks, baseball games, and other things, and also give money back if they're for flood damages, tornadoes, and things of that nature, depending obviously where you live in the country. They have a benefit for that for their members. And again, remember, it's only an extra $25 a month. You get some extra life insurance. We don't need to take a blood sample, urine sample, paramed exam from you. We just take an application, and within about 3 to 4 business days, we'll know if you've been approved. Does that sound good? Great idea to get in the door, young families, what great benefits to provide. And obviously, if they need more than an extra $25 a month, they need $250,000, $500,000 of coverage, you can certainly provide it through Forrester's. But a great way to get in the door. So another sales idea is you can get up to $1 million of coverage without a new medical exam. This is offered through the TOP and the TOP Plus program with Transamerica. If a client has taken a policy with you or any other agent in the last 5 years, clients will be eligible for their 15, 20, 25, or 30-year term on their Trendsetter Super or Trendsetter LB term. I've highlighted the LB term because that's our living benefits term with chronic, critical, and terminal illness. The TOP program can exceed the original policy. Maybe they only took $100,000. The TOP Plus cannot exceed the original policy, but TOP Plus, I'll show you the differences here. TOP, you can do issue ages 18 to 60, TOP Plus 18 to 50. TOP will go standard or better risk. So if your client was preferred with Banner, Gemworth, or a number of 70 other companies, they can be preferred through the TOP program. With TOP Plus, if they were super preferred, you can do a super preferred on the TOP Plus program. And the policy on the top has to be written in the last 5 years. The previous policy has a minimum face amount of $100,000, and TOP Plus, it's the last 3 years. So if a client has taken a policy with another carrier in the last 1 year, anywhere from $100,000 or above, they can get, without new medical underwriting, rate class for rate class up to preferred on the TOP program for up to $1 million. 3 years, $750,000, and in the last 5 years, $500,000. Again, 70 eligible carriers. And it will tell us rate class for rate class going down the line for each carrier. We have prospecting letters for this. So if you wanted to send those out to existing clients, whether they're life or health or P&C clients or whatever they may be, you can send out letters on this and follow up with a phone campaign. Great thing to keep, though, in the back of your mind when you're meeting with a new client or any clients and they say, well, yeah, I have life insurance. Well, have you taken it out in the last 5 years? Well, I have. Well, we have a program that you might be able to replace it you have a 20-year term you took out 4 years ago. You have 16 years left. Maybe we can give you 20 years and keep the premiums about what you're paying. That sound good? Give you an extra 4 years of coverage without having to do a new medical exam? Sure. So you're in the door. You've got the program. Again, you can promote the living benefits, chronic, critical, and terminal. There's a return of premium rider on the Trendsetter Super. There's still a lot of clients out there that don't know about return of premium and really get excited when they hear about that benefit. The minimum death benefit's $25,000 on those policies. Now, again, with you can go much higher on the top program, but you can go as low as $25,000 on the Trendsetter LB living benefits term with Transamerica. So you can, again, add on coverage with living benefits. They can offer them a return of premium plan, replace existing coverage for a longer period of term. There's many opportunities with that. And again, simplified non-med underwriting, rate class for rate class. The only thing that they are not going to be able to do is, let's say your client got a preferred rate 3 years ago and now they're diagnosed with prostate cancer or breast cancer. It is not a conversion. Your client still has to be in reasonably good health to qualify, because you still complete the application, but they're not doing the medical exams. So make living benefits part of your pitch. Do you have the new kind or the old kind of coverage? Life insurance is for the living. Protect your paycheck and your family's financial future with the critical illness benefit. What's more likely to happen in the next 20 years? Death or one of the following: a heart attack, stroke, cancer, MS, ALS, another critical illness. Whatever happens, you can protect all scenarios with one plan. Another turnkey marketing solution, if you're in the senior market, is our final expense legacy safeguard program. We recently did a webinar solely on the program. We provide, if you are in the senior market and looking to get into the final expense market, we have a full marketing kit to be successful in the final expense through Legacy Safeguard. We have a dedicated website called Legacy Safeguard University within URL's website with educational tools, marketing tools. We have agent scripts, audio CDs, videos on how to sell and prospect in that market, lead cards, letters, magazines, newspaper ads. And the sizzle to Legacy Safeguard is it offers complimentary member benefits for seniors. So things like a discount prescription drug program at Walmart and Sam's, 20% off FTD flowers and gifts, a free Legacy DVD. So you sign someone up for Legacy Safeguard. They can give Legacy Safeguard 40 pictures, and they'll put it into a wonderful DVD set to music. It could be of their wedding anniversary or a family vacation or something they want to show at their funeral, of themselves to create a lasting legacy. There's a free living will, funeral home locator, estate planning attorney locator, bereavement assistance for survivors, and many other benefits I can't do in a very short presentation today. But again, in the final expense market, it's a tremendous marketing solution for you in that marketplace. If you're in the Medicare markets and you're looking for an effective way to cross-market your Medicare clients compliantly, this is a great solution. We'll give you all the tools and ways to utilize Legacy Safeguard. And if you're interested in that, it's something we can go into much greater depth off the webinar. Technology, online apps, direct-to-consumer quoting tools, social media marketing. At URL, we've got very simple online apps. You can do a traditional app, which is completing the long-form app, setting up the pyramid. Client needs to e-sign the app. It's best to do a traditional app this way for larger cases. You're not going to have any missing information on the app. It's 100% scrubbed and in good order going to the company. And it's going into the company same day the client e-signs it. So it's not, you don't have that mailing lag or if you fax it, if the fax is dirty and doesn't go through correctly, You don't have to, it's a very clean process. You also have the Quick app and the Drop Ticket, which is a short form app. No signatures required from your client. The company will call your client and complete all the medical questions for you. The company will set up the paramed for you. And this is great when you're dealing with inexpensive term and quick term life policies. But again, very simple solutions. Again, life insurance campaigns. Right now we're in the Insure Your Love campaign. September is Life Insurance Awareness Month campaign. Great times of the year to get out and really talk to your clients about life insurance. Lifehappens.org at the bottom of the screen. Again, lifehappens.org is the website to get tremendous marketing materials that are free. And what I like to say about Life Happens is it's nonprofit, and two, it's non-denominational. It's not Prudential, it's not John Hancock, it's not Lincoln, it's not Foresters, it's not whoever. It's just pure information. It's not with a company motive behind it. So it's great information to share with clients. So for the Insure Your Love campaign, if you go to lifehappens.org, you can go under the Agent tab and go to Awareness Campaigns. And this is a screenshot right here of the campaign materials. You have social media content. You have flyers you can print off and mail or share when you're sitting in an appointment, videos, logos, and you can shop for materials too if you really wanted to. There's life insurance calculators there that you can share with your client. They're available online. They're on paper. Also on a smartphone or tablet you can download and do a quick needs analysis for your client through those calculators, or your client can go online themselves and do it, or you can share the link. Flyers, videos, little graphics like this, and these are great, and I'll show you where you can really use these. So again, those little graphics, what you can do is post this information through social media campaigns all month, or all year for that matter. Here's a sample of what I put on my LinkedIn page. I put one of these little graphics on there right here, and with some basic information. And I also linked it to our direct-to-consumer quoting tool. Also threw it on my Facebook page. So things like this will drip throughout the month, different little graphics for different life insurance needs. Again, with a link to our direct-to-consumer quote tool, saying you can quote life insurance coverage in 60 seconds on our website. Is your family protected? Click right there for a very quick quote, and clients can go right on there and quote. We have two direct-to-consumer quoting tools. We have the URL version right here, which will give you can pick whichever companies you want to put on there. And we have one through Banner Life called Quotes Done Right. And the Banner Life, as long as you're appointed through URL with Banner Life, we can work with you to get that on your website, and you can utilize that. And it's a complimentary service that URL provides with it. So again, the URL one is $15 a month. You can pick and choose any number of 10 to 12 different carriers. You can put them all on there, or you can really highlight one or two or three. That's up to you. The Banner Life would simply be the Banner Life. Here's a snapshot of URLs. This is a sample of the microsite page that you would get. You can also link just the term quote tool right here on your own website if you have a website, but you'll be provided this own website. Your name would appear right up here, and your phone number and contact information up in the top right-hand corner. There's other tools like videos and calculators, needs analysis pieces that we provide. You can change the picture and make it your own, so that's nice. And then once a client puts in their information, clicks Get a Quote, it provides an immediate quote for your client right here of only the companies you want to show. and it's going to show the super preferred through standard, and if they're smokers, the preferred and standard tobacco. What's nice about it is once your client gets their quote, guess what you get? You get an email directly from us at URL in real time that, look, Joe Client was on your website. Joe Client quoted $250,000 a term. Here's his birth date. Here's his contact information. And he said he wanted monthly premiums, male, non-smoker. And you'll get that as soon as Joe Client clicks Get a Free Quote. Joe Client looks at the quote. You get the email that he's looking at the quote. And if Joe Client requests an application, right here, he'll fill out some more information, and you'll get a second email from URL that he is requesting an application. So a nice little lead generator for very low cost, and a nice solution to really link in your marketing. And again, if you're doing social media or web marketing, it's a very nice tool. And then the banner life quotes done right, similar type process, but again, you're just going to get the banner product. It's a very strong term product. They can do a quote. Your information would be here. And this is the first page of the quote tool. It is a really fun little tool to use, and it's interactive, and just in a couple moments, your client can get a quote within like 5 minutes or so. And if you are in the casualty markets or you do any kind of mailing to clients, we have ride-along marketing pieces where we could put your link to the website right here, call for more information in your name with some sample rates for $250,000 term life. Really nice marketing pieces as well that banner provides us. And then at URL, if you're not familiar with our website, please go to it and search our life markets area, URL insgroup.com. If you're new to URL, you can use the temporary username Grand, password Cayman for our convention for this year's production. That'll get you anywhere in the website you need to go. From there, you can go to departments, life, you can quote, you can get licensed, you can get product information, you can get applications, really go from there and do whatever you want. If you want to run a term quote, you can run a term quote. You can also run a final expense quote if you wanted to. Term quote engine for agents is very easy to use. You can highlight the companies you want, compare. I'm sure you've used one like this or ours in the past, but it's there for your use. Same with the forms. We're not open. It's after hours or weekend. You can get a form or a quote very easily. And then lastly, we are having 2 conferences coming up. We have our Leaders Conference coming up in May, in early May in Hershey. We'll have, I believe, right now we have about 15 insurance companies coming to the meeting to do breakout sessions and provide information. So it's going to be a great meeting. We anticipate, like our last Leaders Conference, somewhere between 250 to 300 producers at the meeting in Hershey. So if you're interested in that, please let us know. And we'll be sending more information as it gets closer to May. And our Grand Cayman trip for production through June 1st of 2014 through the end of this year will qualify you for Grand Cayman. And if you have any questions on the production requirements, please give us a call at URL, and we'll be happy to help you. If anyone has any additional questions, please call myself, Steve Clemens, or Matt Alina. Our toll-free number is 1-800-926-8875, and my extension is 132. Matt's is 141. Again, that number is 800-926-8875, extension 132 or 141. Thanks for your time today. And if you need any materials that we went over today or have any questions, follow up with Matt or myself, and we'll be happy to get those to you. Thanks for your time, and let us know how we can help with your next life case. Bye-bye.